Hello, dear viewers. This is George from Ireland, and this video is about how to do well on academics IELTS listening. So, important things to know about academics IELTS listening. You will hear the recording only once. Many exams you hear it twice, IELTS is only once, so it's very important to pay full attention and not to get distracted by anything. The questions come in various kinds. I might in previous videos show you all of them. They can be form completion, where you have to listen out for certain information to fill out a form. They can be multiple choice, as in there's more than one option, A, B, C, D, and you can choose which one of those four options, A, B, C, or D, is correct to answer the question. And there are other things, they're note-taking ones, and you'll have a question paper with the questions. But in all cases, you have to answer on the answer paper. And the answer paper will look like this. Sophisticated graphics, I know. You have your name, you have the center number near the top, and you have the various places to put your answers to the questions. And that's it. So it's important to answer on the answer sheet, right? You have a question paper. So there's vital information you're listening out for. The rest you don't need. You just have to get that crucial information. And that's the tricky thing. There's a lot of unnecessary information to ignore. So don't worry if you do not comprehend every single word. There's some trick questions as well. Questions which are deliberately worded in a confusing way. So before you listen, look at the questions. I'll go to a recording I'm about to play you. And I'll show you what I'm talking about. It'll tell you what to do, and there'll be a gap of about 45 seconds. We're not going to listen through the 45 seconds. We'll skip forward a little bit.
Section 2. You will hear a radio broadcast called Focus on the Arts. First, you have some time to look at questions 11 to 16 on page 4.
So then it would pause for about 45 seconds. So it's very important you to familiarise yourself with those questions so you know what information you're listening out for. So be ready for when it actually starts. So jump forward about 45 seconds and actually hear a bit of the listening text.
Every Friday evening, we put the spotlight on different arts and culture facilities and look at the shows and events that are on offer in the coming week. And today, the focus is on the National Arts Centre. Now, if you don't already know it yourself, I'm sure you've all heard of it. It's famous throughout the world as one of the major venues for classical music. But did you know that it's actually much more than just a place to hear concerts? The centre itself is a huge complex that caters for a great range of arts.
So anyway, we're not going to listen to the whole thing because the whole thing is over 3 minutes long. But that just gives you a taster. Perhaps you're able to answer one of the questions there. You might jot down what the answer is here, but make sure that you subsequently transfer it to the answer sheet. Yeah, answer sheet, question sheet. Don't get them mixed up. That's a classic way of failing. So that's a little about what you need to know about academics IELTS listening. And if you want to study in a university in the English-speaking world, you usually need 6 out of 9 as a score, as an average. Some places it will say, 6 with no less than 6 in any one element. Some universities might say if you get 7 in one element of the exam, that can drag up your average, and that will excuse a poor performance, like say getting 5 in another element of the exam. Or they might say in all 4 components, that's elements of the exam, you must get at least 6, or you must get at least 6.5 in writing. So it depends what your intended place of study requires. That's all for the moment.